Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq, with daily insight in the Nasdaq-100 index, or the NDX, which is made up of 100 of the largest domestic and international non-financial innovative companies listed on Nasdaq. The NDX has been the barometer for U.S. large cap growth and also one of the best performing indexes over the last decade and a half, not to mention one of the most liquid index ecosystems in the world. Joining us this Thursday afternoon, we have Chris Dearborn, Managing Director on Nasdaq's Market Intelligence Desk, for an update on technical levels to watch in the Nasdaq-100. And Chris, you're always on with me on Mondays. Got confused there for a moment, but very happy that it is in fact Thursday. And what a Thursday it is, right? CPI coming in at 7.5%. That kind of increases the chances of 50 basis points in March. Certainly Nasdaq-100 company is responding to that.
Absolutely. So it's the hottest CPI print since 1982. What's interesting, if you look back at 1982, the interest rate on the Fed was over 10%. And also the CPI then was coming in around 10% as well. So really things are kind of out of lock, stock, and barrel here. And that's kind of given that motivation. Now, if you look at what the Fed speak is saying, Bullard is out today. He's been kind of in the forefront of Fed speak the last couple of weeks, saying, he's all for rate hikes for the next 3 meetings. And what changed today, which is what kind of sank the index this afternoon, that he is in favor of a 0.5 basis point hike at the March meeting. Now, there's a lot of time between now and then. You've got a lot of employment data coming out. You've got a lot of inflation data to come out between what came out today and by the March 16th meeting. So a lot of things to change around there. But with Bullard saying he's in favor of a 0.5 point hike, but it will defer to the Fed chair, Powell, on that, is giving some boost to the markets, kind of seeing that negative run. And if you look at the intraday of the NDX, which we don't have the chart up here, we actually went positive this morning following the print on CPI. The index opened broadly lowered, peaked around 11 o'clock into green positive territory. But when Bullard was speaking around 12:45 p.m. Eastern time, sank the markets, and we're really sliding into the lows here today with about an hour left in the day.
And Chris, let's pull up your first chart here and take a look at some fresh levels to watch on the Nasdaq-100.
Right. So Monday we spoke about resistance in the near term at 14,750 and 14,870, with a target being around the 200-day simple moving average of around 15,000, just a little bit higher. We hit that number yesterday, which was great to see. The index actually did what it was supposed to. The RSI at the time was trending higher from low 30s to mid 40s. But then with today's CPI print, the market's been kind of out of whack a little bit, and companies that have those value versus growth type of atmospheres, which is basically most of the NDX, is seeing a sinking here into the close. So the target range here is we're hoping to hold 14,750. If we do on a closing basis, then the trading range will be 14,750 and 14,870 in a tight range. Significant support, if we break below the bottom side, is 14,600 and 14,485 levels that we pointed out on Monday. And again, that target level is, if we get through the 14,870 number over the next couple of days, will be that 200-day moving average, which has kind of stopped the index the last couple of times we have tested it. So kind of a tight range here. Again, it's all on speculation of CPI and Fed fund future hikes. Right now, they're pricing in 100% chance of a 25 basis. Though there is a chance that 50% chance of that being a 50-point basis in March. If that does happen, again, a long way away, this index could see a lot of headwind.
And Chris, to wrap up here, what constituents are leading the way or detracting from performance this afternoon?
There's 90 companies that are down today. I mean, there's not much to look forward to. Unfortunately, there's some great earning reports from Nasdaq names in the index, Datadog, Orly's, all performing very, very strong today. Datadog's up over 13%, but the weighting is only adding 5 points to the index. The big detractors are exactly where you expect them to be. The mega cap names with Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Alphabet, all down 2% or more. And that's just beating on the index. We're sliding into the close here. Hopefully we get a dead cat bounce before the markets close. To get above that 14,750 level. If not, look for the index to start out lower tomorrow, and we'll see what the day takes us.
All right, Chris, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.